Hi, my name is Catherine. I'm one of the organizers here at the Career Expo. Basically, we just wanted to put this event together to give the community a chance to come out and learn and be informed and to know what opportunities are available for them. I know that when I was going to college, I did not have a chance to attend these events, and there was a lot of information that slipped through the cracks. So we want to help end the cycle and have these students make sure they're getting the most out of what's available to them.
Okay, so good afternoon, guys. My name is Shay Miller, and I'm an admissions counselor from the University of Houston Downtown. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is give you a brief general overview about the University of Houston Downtown, what we have to offer you, and what you can expect from us. So the University of Houston Downtown is one of 4 completely independent universities in the University of Houston system. The other 3 are the University of Houston main campus, Victoria, and Clear Lake. And by me saying that we're separate, you would have to apply to each one individually if you are looking to have admissions to either one of us. We were established in the year of 1974, and as of fall 2014, our student enrollment was 14,438 students. So we are still a fairly small campus. We have over 44 undergraduate degree programs for our students to take part of. Some of our most popular programs are criminal justice, business, and psychology. And we are the most affordable 4-year institution in the Houston area. And that's a picture of our mascot. His name is Edu Gator. It's kind of corny, but it works. All right, so this is a snapshot of our location. We're about 5 minutes away from Minute Maid Park, so we are conveniently located in downtown. We're easily accessible from all major highways, and the Metro Rail stops literally at our front doors. We are located again in the business district, as well as the theater district and museum district. We have access to a lot of different sporting venues. Some nights we'll actually do USD nights out, where we'll have tickets sponsored for our students. They'll be able to go in, go to the Rockets games, Dynamo games, and things of that sort. We have access to Discovery Green, and that's kind of our green space. Since we are located downtown, we don't have much green space, so we will use that facility if we do need access to green space. And we also have access to the Texas Medical Center. Sometimes our students will be able to get internships in that center just because, they go to USD. So on campus, we have a food court, which is literally, it's my favorite part of the school. We have a Chick-fil-A on campus. There's a Grill Works, a Pizza Bar, Subway. And another good thing about UHD, again, is we have the Texas Medical Center right in front of our school. So if you don't have anything that you like on campus, you have access to almost everything that's your I can go on and on. Let me stop, okay. So they have convenient parking options. There are 3 different parking lots. That's one thing that students are really interested in. We are downtown, so where do we park? We have specific parking for you. We have a UHD shuttle. Our buildings are about 7 minutes apart, walking distance, but I don't like to walk, so if I want to ride the shuttle, they are available. They ride 15 minutes around the campus, and they'll take you from every parking lot to each building, the front door. We have a 24-hour police on campus, so our campus is very safe. And then we also have, again, the Metro Rail. We have Q card discounts for our students. It's about 50% off. So our colleges snapshots, we have 5 different colleges: the College of Business, College of Humanities and Social Sciences, College of Science and Technology, College of Public Service, and University College, and they are all accredited. So this is the College of Business. All of them, again, are accredited, and some of our most popular majors in this department are accounting and finance. And we also offer graduate programs if that's something that you're interested in after you get your degree. This is the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Some of our most popular majors within this department are psychology, sociology, and like a fine arts degree. And it'll be every aspect of the fine arts. This is the College of Public Service. The most popular major in this one is criminal justice, and we are the only school in the Houston area. She likes criminal justice, okay. We're the only school in the Houston area that has a criminal justice school on campus. We also offer an interdisciplinary studies degree with a team certification if that's something you're interested in. The College of Science and Technology. Some of our most popular majors in this one is the biological and physical science degree, and that's what our students that are interested in doing pre-nursing would take. And then also we have 2 engineering technology degrees, which are computer control and instrumentation engineering technology and structural analysis and design. So if that's something you're interested in. And the last college is University College. The interdisciplinary studies degree is, again, one of the most popular ones. Campus resources, we are open 7 days a week. Our library is open 7 days a week. We also have an academic support center. There's a student life center, student development center. We have internship opportunities, study abroad opportunities, and things of that sort as well. And we are a Hispanic serving institution, so there are a lot of opportunities, scholarships, and things of that sort for students as well. This is our Student Life Center. We have 2 gyms. One thing about UHD that's different from most other institutions is the fact that we have club sports and intramural sports. We do not have team sports that compete on the NCAA level. The only one that does is our powerlifting team, so if that's something you're interested in. And we have over 60 student organizations, including sororities and fraternities. And we recently just got a wrestling team too. I thought that was kind of different. So admissions criteria, the most important part about this, if you are a freshman student, if you are a freshman student, the steps are to apply early at appliedtexas.org. You would submit your official high school transcript as well as your official SAT and or ACT test scores and your non-refundable application fee of $35. The criteria actually depends on where you fall in your graduating class. It determines what we need from you. So if you're in the top 25% of your graduating class, you would have guaranteed admissions. Level 2, 26 to 50% will need an 850 SAT, 18 ACT, or 2.5 GPA. If you're in the bottom half, we would need one of the scores plus the 2.5 GPA. And the admission deadlines to remember is just December 1st for scholarships, sorry. Transfer admissions, if you're looking to apply as a transfer student, you would apply on appliedtexas.org, submit your official transcripts from every institution that you previously attended, as well as a non-refundable application fee of $35. And the criteria is fairly simple: 15 credit hours or more, so 5 classes, and a 2.0 GPA, and being good academic standing. Financial aid, I don't have too much information to give out, but we do offer work study grants, unsubsidized loans, subsidized loans, as well as scholarships. And just the date to remember, the application opens January 1st, priority deadline is April 1st, so you want to make sure that you apply as soon as possible. This is the campus additions. We recently added a face. We don't really have a face right now, but if you go past I-10, you'll actually see this. It says it's going to open fall 2015, but it is fall 2015. So we're kind of expecting maybe, it is November too. Maybe December, let's hope. Yeah, soon. But if you do have any more information, I do have some business cards I can give out to you, and it has my email address, my phone number, so I'm always, free to answer questions if you have any. Thank you. And up next, we have the University of Texas in Austin.
Thanks, y'all. While we get the PowerPoint situated, my name is Jane Vo, and I'm the admissions counselor for UT Austin. Raise of hands, who knew that we had a Houston Center here in the Houston area? Raise of hands, who knows that we had an admission center? 1, 2, 3, awesome, yay, for those of y'all who know. For those of y'all who don't, we do have a Houston Admission Center. It's located off of 59 in Richmond, so if y'all know where Lakewood Church is, we're right behind that area. And so if you ever have questions about financial aid, how to apply, we actually have a bilingual counselor. His name is Trevor Partney, and he definitely help you and your family if you have any questions about applying to UT, scholarships, etc. Okay? And awesome, yay! And so next slide, please. So this is our admissions website. So if you ever have any questions about housing, what do we have to offer, majors, requirements, the booklet that you all picked up at my table has that information in the front. If you ever want to visit campus, I know we're about 2.5, 3 hours away, depending on what time you leave Houston. You'll be able to visit campus, and we have tours available as well. Next slide, please. Awesome, so UT Austin, we are a large state university. We have 38,000 students on our campus just for undergraduate programs. Total, we have 51,000 students on our campus. So I know that's a lot of people, right? but we have a good way of making that large number feel smaller. We have 13 different colleges that you can choose from. We're really known for our engineering, business, architecture, nursing, everything. If you pick up the booklet that you on my table, it has all the lists of the colleges that we have and all the majors that we have to offer. We have over 100 different majors you can choose from. If you have any questions about that, stop by my table. I'll be able to assist you. And we have, oh yeah, that's fine. And then we have our student to faculty ratio is 18 to 1 student, and 60% of our classes are 30 students or fewer. So even though we're a large school, we actually have a lot of smaller classes for you as incoming students at UT. Next slide, please. All right, so we're one of the top 30 universities in the world, and so we have a lot of great programs. So our business program's #1 in the United States for accounting, our architecture program's #6, a lot of top 10 programs in engineering and computer science as well. And we're also a really good university for the amount of money that you pay. So we're known as a public Ivy League institution. So for the amount of money that you pay to go to UT Austin, you can get similar education to going to like Harvard or Yale, for example. Next slide, please. Awesome. And so we're also known for keeping it weird, right? So you may have heard about Austin. You have people with tie-dyed hair and, running around, with like tie-dyed shirts. So we're pretty interesting. We have a lot of opportunities for you to have fun, not only on campus, but in the city. So we have 2 huge music festivals. We have Austin City Limits and we have South by Southwest. So if you love listening to Drake or Foo Fighters or The Strokes or any of those artists you hear on the radio, we actually have concerts in the city of Austin that you can go check them out. Billy Idol, for some of my parents that know who Billy Idol is, we have that as well. And for my students, I know I have a fashion design student somewhere in here. We actually have our students in music, fashion design, art, and film submit their artwork and projects to the festival, and they can get in for free as well. And yeah, fun fact about UT Austin, you don't have to bring your car your first year or all 4 years at UT. This ID that you get when you're a UT student, you actually can ride the city buses for free and you don't have to pay anything with this UT ID. So hopefully you never have to lose it, but if you have one, you can use that. And if you want to bring your car, we have several garages on campus where you can park it if that's what you want to do. For students who don't want to bring their car, we also have buses that can bring you back to Houston if you need to, and sometimes it can cost maybe $1 to $10 just to get home to Houston. Yeah, it's cheap. Yeah. So if you ever have any questions about that, you can definitely ask me about it. Awesome, next slide. And we have a lot of opportunities for students to do internships. We are a really good place to be for young professionals. So if you want to intern at Google or Facebook or Dell, I know I talked to some students who are interested in nursing and becoming doctors or optometrists. We're building our own medical school that's going to open next year, fall 2016. So if you're interested in getting internships in any of those areas, we'll be able to help you out with that. Next slide, please. And we also have a lot of fun things to do on campus. So for some of my seniors that I've talked to, we have 14 different residence halls on campus. It's not required to live on campus for UT Austin, but I highly recommend it. We have a lot of opportunities as far as single bathroom or single rooms, double rooms, community bathrooms, etc. We also have 1,100 student organizations on campus, so anything you can think of, we have an organization for. So if you're a huge fan of Harry Potter, we have a Quidditch team. I know, we're weird. We have professional organizations. I may not look like it, but I was a part of a hip-hop dance crew when I was at UT Austin. Yeah, can't bust any moves right now, can't do that, but you can do that. We have free dance lessons. We have ballet folklorico. We have swing dancing, bachata, salsa. So if you ever wanted to join a dance organization at UT, you can do that as well. We also have women's in engineering. We have Future Business Leaders of America. We have Greek life. Just a lot of possibilities while you're at UT. We also have a huge alumni association. We have 450,000 alumni across the globe. So wherever life takes you after you leave UT Austin, you can stay connected to your Longhorn family. So once you're at UT, we are one big old family, whether you like it or not. And we have a lot of fun traditions for you to participate in. We have pep rallies, and we even give back to seniors. So for my seniors in the room, we do have a full ride scholarship called 40 Acre Scholars. And the deadline is coming up soon, just like our admissions deadline is December 1st. So if you ever have questions about how do I apply for that full ride scholarship, how do I get everything paid for, tuition, housing, books, food, everything, stop by my table. I'll be able to tell you how to apply for that, okay? Alrighty, and we have 2,000 students that study abroad every year. So we have study abroad trips in every continent, even Antarctica. So if you have a dream of studying somewhere really cold, you want to study with the penguins, you can do that at UT Austin, okay? You can check that off your bucket list. We also have 89% of our students participate in research. So if you want to go to medical school or go to graduate school, law school, we have the opportunity for you to do that as well. We have pre-law advising, we have pre-med advising, we have a nursing school. So we can definitely help you prepare for your future if you want to do that as well. Next slide, please. Nope. All right. Next slide. All right, well, pause for a second. So anyways, for the requirements for UT Austin, on the back of our booklet that we have at our table, this is everything you need to know in order to apply to UT. So we have our application, we have our fee, SAT, ACT scores. We do a holistic review, so we look at everything to decide admission to UT Austin. We don't just focus on your academics, or we don't just focus on your extracurricular activities. We look at everything, okay? So for my juniors who are thinking about how to prepare for college, start taking your SAT or your ACTs. Sign up for them next semester in the summertime. Do not wait till your senior year to try to take your first test, because a lot of universities have early scholarship deadlines, so you don't want to miss out on that, okay? If you work, if you volunteer, if you're involved in student organizations, sports, if you have family obligations, you babysit, write all that stuff down. Start building a resume. I know earlier you all were building a resume. Y'all were getting help with that. That's really important for universities. So you want to make sure as a junior, write all that stuff down now, because senior year, that's when you'll be able to apply for a lot of the Texas universities. All the applications will open up for you, okay? Awesome. Next slide, please. So we're looking for ambitious students. We're looking for students who are really interested in, joining all the organizations that we have to offer at UT, doing internships as well. All right. Oh, is there no more slides? All right. Well, our deadline is December 1st every year for our students who are applying to UT Austin. That's also our deadline for our scholarships and our deadline for admissions. August 1st is when you can apply for any Texas public university, so UT Austin, University of Houston, Texas A&M Universities, Stephen F. Austin. All the applications will open up August 1st of your senior year. So keep that in mind, seniors, okay? And then you'll go to applytexas.org to do that. If you have a SAT or ACT fee waiver from your school, you can get your application fee waived, so you don't have to pay the $75 for UT Austin. And some other universities also accept that fee waiver as well, okay? So definitely send us everything you have, be detailed as possible. We want to get to know you as a student. We know you're more than just your academics and your test scores. We understand that you have more to you, okay? So if you have any questions at all, I have my business card. You can stop by my table if you didn't get that, or you can find our contact information on the front of the booklet, okay? But thank you all so much for inviting me today, and have fun.
We have our next speaker coming to the stage at the Houston Community College.
Hello everyone, my name is Dewana Williams and I am the Secretary to the Public Relations Department. I've had the opportunity to meet with a lot of you. I actually want to go over a couple of things, but first, how many of you are on social media? Raise your hands. Pretty much everybody? Okay, I'm going to do one thing that I love doing is I love to do selfies. So I want everybody to hold up something that you pulled from the HCC table, and we're going to start off by doing a selfie, okay? All right, ready? What did you get? Okay, ready? I'm gonna do it. Ready? One.
They're preparing themselves.
Okay, ready? 1, 2. You got it? Okay, sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a quick little information about Houston Community College. After talking to you, I've come to find out that a lot of you think HCC only offer basic courses. Well, that's not true. We have over 200 majors offered at Houston Community College under 6 Centers of Excellence. And the 6 Centers of Excellence that we have are combined within multiple centers of excellence such as business, construction, consumer arts and sciences, digital information and technology, engineering, which one of the questions that I did receive from a lot of you who are actually interested in going into the engineering program, global energy, health and science, logistics, manufacturing, material science, media arts and technology, and public safety. Those are the major areas of the major centers of excellence that we offer at Houston, that we do provide at Houston Community College. How many of you are actually interested in sports? Sports, soccer, football, basketball, volleyball. How many of you knew HCC actually offers sports? Awesome. We have a basketball game that's going to be taking place on November the 14th, where we actually play University of Houston downtown. That's one of the new things that we have coming up. It's going to be on today's the 14th. Yep, today. We do have intramural sports. We do have student clubs and activities. Financial aid and scholarships are available for all of your students. I'm actually encouraging everyone who is a junior in high school to go ahead and start with your dual credit programs as far as trying to find out more information at your local high schools to see which programs, which dual credit programs you actually able to get into at your high school, because of the fact that you're able to start taking college level courses while you're in high school. And I did have that conversation with a couple of you. But we do offer dual credit courses. Classes will be starting on January the 19th for the spring semester, so it is still available for you guys who are interested in attending high school to go ahead and get started with your FAFSA. Many of you are already given the FAFSA website, which is fafsa.gov, to go ahead and proceed with your financial aid. We are on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we also, I did speak with a lot of the parents as well as far as adult education, GED programs. We do offer those type of programs at Houston Community College. And we also offer TSI testing, which is a placement test that allows you to get into your programs and based on the level of education assistance that you need. Okay? Any other questions that you guys may have for me other than what I have not already answered and based on the information that you have received? None? Okay, thank you for having me out. It was a pleasure meeting with you guys.
And moving on to our next speaker, we have the guys, or one guy, I think, from United We Dream.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Oscar Hernandez. I'm from an organization called United We Dream. I've been undocumented for over 25 years in this country, and I currently have what's known as Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA. Does anybody here know what it means to be undocumented? Not all at once. No? All right, no? Don't worry. Well, essentially what it is that I'm in the country, I don't have any kind of legal status. So currently, for a lot of people in my situation, it's very hard to go to college, it's very hard to get any kind of work, especially since we don't have a social security number, or any kind of, in most of the cases, we don't have any kind of way to identify ourselves. And this happens a lot because of the way immigration works in our native countries and the way immigration works in this country too. But despite not having a status, we still have rights as immigrants, and we still, as United We Dream, our idea is to help the undocumented community. Now, I've been here since I was 2 years old. I've actually lived in many places. I lived in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and I've been in Houston for like over 20 years now. But when I was in Pennsylvania, I remember one day my mother, she pulled me, my older brother, and my younger sister outside, and she put us together like a row of ducks, you know, from the biggest to the smallest, and she started talking to us, and she said, if one day you see that that your mom, that me or your dad are being put inside a bus, she said, I don't want you to walk towards us. I want you to take this alley, and I want you to walk towards your grandma's house. Now, when she was saying that, I didn't understand what she was talking about. I thought she was just being overly dramatic. I'm like, I take the school bus every day. I don't know why you gotta say that. But later on, I understood what she meant. And later on, it really hit me on what she was trying to say. I was about 6 years old at the time. I couldn't comprehend what it meant to be undocumented. But that really affected me growing up. It really affected the way I view my education. It really affected the way I view the place I lived in. Luckily, as I got older, I met a lot of friends who are undocumented and who are here to help the immigrant community, which is what we do. So, how many here have heard about the DREAM Act? DREAM Act? Ah, nice, nice. That's good. Well, in Texas, actually was one of the places that catapulted the movement for the DREAM Act. And I'm talking about undocumented immigrants who were students in high schools who wanted to go to the University of Houston, or to want to go to a University of Texas, the UT, to wanted to study in a higher education and weren't allowed to or didn't have the financial means to do so. So these students fought and they marched to Austin with teachers and members of the community and won something that's called TASPA, which TASPA is financial aid for undocumented immigrants, so they can go to college and you can receive that financial assistance. And that was one of the first movements to pass, to push, to start the movement of the DREAM Act and what people know or now call undocumented youth who want to get a higher education as dreamers. Now, in 2010, the Senate failed us and they didn't pass the DREAM Act. But we continued to fight, and just in the same way that we were organizing to change Texas, we actually changed the way the country views undocumented immigrants. In 2012, we won the first victory in anything with immigration in the past 20 years. We won Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA. How many of you have heard about what DACA is? Everybody, awesome. Oh, okay, so that's what we're here for. If you need any more information on DACA, what it does essentially is it helps undocumented students apply, undocumented youth, you don't have to be a student, but apply for a worker's permit. So, and we help completely free. Like I said, I'm undocumented, I have DACA, and I'm very proud that our organization was able to get an accreditation from the Board of Immigration Appeals to give free legal services. So to me, I find it a powerful thing that as an undocumented person, I can help other undocumented people with services, with legal services who sometimes they can't afford. And also to remember to anybody who's undocumented that sometimes might think that you can't go to college because of your status. I've met undocumented immigrants who've actually fought with the president, who's actually stood and argued with them for immigrant rights. And to me, that's something very, very powerful. Because whenever I hear undocumented youth say that I can't go somewhere because I don't have any papers, we don't accept that anymore. We want you to know that we have a power and that we can make a change in this country. And that's really what we're trying to provide. We want to help anybody who might be eligible for DACA, and even if you're not, and you still need assistance, we'll be more than happy to help you. And even if you're not undocumented, even if you just want to contribute or become an ally or a volunteer, we're more than happy to help. With me today, we also have another part of the branch of United with Dream that helps fight deportation cases. We have another part of United with Dream. It's called the Deportation Defense Team, that they focus on helping people who might be in deportation proceedings. They won already over 500 different cases. These are non-legal people non-legal volunteers who managed to change the way, change the lives of undocumented immigrants by helping them stay in the country. So if you're ever interested in or need help or just want to volunteer, want to participate, please come by our table. We'll be more than happy to assist you if you need more information on TASPA, how to get a higher education as an undocumented immigrant, if you're looking for information on how to help the immigrant community shape the country the way that we've been doing for the last decade, we're more than happy to help you.
Quickly toss it to our next speaker, City of Texas at Tyler, our speaker here today.
Hi, my name is Melvin Robinson with the University of Texas at Tyler. I'm the director for the Houston Engineering Center. So, the center is just up the street on Westheimer, just outside the Beltway. I don't have much of a presentation, so I'm just going to generally tell you about the center and open up to a little bit of Q&A, and that will help us get back on time. And then, if I hear the crickets, in the audience, I know it's time for me to go. So again, we're just outside of the Westheimer, outside of the Beltway. We offer degrees in civil, mechanical, and electrical engineering. It's another pathway of engineering and in partnership with the community colleges, HCC, Lone Star, and Sanjet. How this works is your first couple of years, you will take maybe a few of your basics, part of the Texas core, history and governments and Englishes and things like that. Calculus 1, 2, and 3 in differential equations, university physics, maybe a little graphics, statics, and dynamics, depending on what you're interested in. At that point, if you have obtained over a 2.5 or something like that, you're automatically admitted to UT Tyler, where we will award you, where after 2 years, successful completion in 2 years, we will award you a degree. Now, that's part of the admissions. we have rolling admissions because sometimes we have students that just decide, one day with our lack of preparation, I want to go to college. And so we're very flexible on that. A lot of times we have students coming in up until the last day to enroll in classes, and even beyond after classes have started, and we can work with you and get you in college. Scholarships. So I mentioned 2.5 is the threshold for getting into automatic admission at UT Tyler, but if you do above a 3.0, or if you do a 3.0 or above, you can get a $1,500 scholarship. And if you're above 3.3, you can get a $3,000 a year scholarship renewable. As I mentioned, the program is upper division, so that's generally 4 semesters or so, but that depends on you. Everyone doesn't want to take 16, 17, and 18 hours a semester. Some students choose to work part-time, even work full-time, so that can make the time that you spend a little bit longer, but that's up to the student.
So last but not least, we have our next speaker, and it's from an organization here in Houston called FIEL.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Aura Espinosa. Yo voy a dar lo que hacemos de la organización en español. Básicamente nuestra organización consiste en estudiantes indocumentados que van a la universidad. Nuestro enfoque, tenemos varios departamentos como el departamento legal, pero nuestro enfoque es el departamento de educación, porque es importante la educación. Yo fui una estudiante y soy una graduada de la universidad, fui una estudiante indocumentada. Me costó mucho trabajo ir a la universidad. Mis padres, en ese tiempo, mi madre, que era soltera, tuvo que poner 3 estudiantes indocumentados en la universidad. Nos unimos a la ayuda financiera. Gracias a esto pudimos costear los gastos de la universidad y logré graduarme de la universidad. Ahora estoy orgullosa de decir que soy una maestra bilingüe de la Universidad de Houston Downtown. Me costó mucho trabajo y sé lo que es ser indocumentado. Pero no solo para ahí, nosotros también ayudamos a los estudiantes que son nacidos en los Estados Unidos. A veces los padres no saben a dónde acudir para llenar la ayuda financiera, FAFSA o TASFA, o no saben cómo hacer el salto de la high school a la universidad. Entonces para eso estamos nosotros aquí, para ayudarlos a guiar en la transición, que a veces los padres como no se sienten que tienen la suficiente información para ayudarles a sus hijos. Nosotros servimos como consejeros de los padres para poder dar ese salto importante que es para la universidad. Ahorita las fechas límites para la universidad empiezan en enero a abril. Siéntanse en confianza de ir a la organización para darles información sobre la universidad. Incluso a veces me ha tocado a mí en la oficina hacer planes de estudio, comparar las universidades, cuál le conviene, cuál se transfiere, cuál no se transfiere, y hacemos eso para cualquier persona. Entonces los esperamos en la oficina. Como repito, tenemos varios programas y ahorita el más que está es el de la educación y de la asesoría legal. Gracias.
One more speaker, and I think that would be the last one for today. So we have Iberia Bank that's going to come talk to you guys. So go ahead and welcome them up.
Hi guys, we really appreciate the church inviting us out and just really give us opportunity to be in the community, and that's very important as Iberia Bank. Just to give you guys a little history of our bank, we've been around for 125 years. We're Louisiana based. We're growing in the Houston market. We have 7 locations, which are mainly our locations at Memorial City, and my partner there, Sam Martinez, he's my senior relationship banker. And what we wanted to come out and really just educate the student, and I know how important it is to, be in high school and there's a lot of decision making. And part of us, we wanted to be able to help you guys with the financial education. So meaning that to help you start with whether a deposit account, a checking account, to help you how to budget, to help you how to use utilize your card and making sure that you keep your account in good standing. And the other term is just student loans, because I know some of the university, they offer the loans, the subsidiary, and then of course the FAFSA. But on the other side, the bank, we're able to help with the additional student loans that you guys need. And of course, just through the process, we want to be able to help you guys manage your financially, because after you graduate, of course, you're going to buy a home, a car, and that's something where the financial needs, the assessment comes in. So we want to be able to help you guys with that piece, because everybody needs that financial education to be able to be financially successful.